The hardest part about bodybuilding. What is it? Is it the training, the diet, the what? Well, I think it's the diet, the eating in particular. Because, for example, right now I'm in California on summer vacation, and it's not too hard to go to the gym for an hour or two pretty much every day. But what is hard is making your day about eating. And at least for me, to effectively build more muscle tissue, like to recover from my workouts and be able to keep working out at the level I normally work out at, I need to eat a lot. If I decide, like, I wake up in the morning, I just want to have some berries, like, sure, but a little bit later, I gotta eat a lot of protein. But the point is, if I just take it easy and I'm in vacation mode, where it's like, wake up, eat a little bit of stuff, go out to the beach or whatever and hang out with friends, I can't keep up with my working out. Sure, I'll come home and have a big dinner, but that's only one meal. Certainly a lot more, it's certainly better than not having that dinner at all. And you may go, but what about just eating while you're out? Well, the reality is, unless you're loaded with cash, you can't really eat out enough to maintain your ability to train if you're a bodybuilder. If I wanted to get enough food in me to keep up with my training, it would cost a fortune to eat out. It's like, I got a hamburger today, a double patty hamburger, for $11. It's like, that was one of my meals today. It's like, I should probably eat about 4 of those. Not only is it real expensive, but that's effort. That takes time and effort. Like, for me to make progress in the gym now, I need to be, like, it's crazy, but it's like, my day needs to be about eating. It's like the training, sure, you get it done and over with. That's easy. But you gotta eat and eat and eat. Because if you're not, like, to really do well, you have to max out all the variables. You gotta max out your training, max out your eating, max out your water, max out your sleep. Of course, this applies whether or not you're taking, like, performance-enhancing drugs in general, whether they're anabolic steroids or other stuff. You could take all that stuff, but if you're not eating enough, you're not sleeping enough, you're not training enough, you're not going to get optimal results. I'm not saying you won't get any results, but certainly if you go from doing everything optimal and then you were to, like, switch to steroids and not do anything optimal, there's a good chance you would digress, not progress. Now, maybe if you took a bunch of steroids, like a gram a tren, maybe you would progress. I don't know. The point is, when you get to a certain level, you have to have everything dialed in to make progress. It's like, you really can't be on vacation and progress, because it's not a whole lot of a vacation if all you're doing all day is cooking, eating, cleaning up, cooking some more, eating some more, cleaning up some more. Like, yeah, right now I'm in California, my home I grew up in. I could just focus on eating every day. Go to the gym for an hour or two and just eat for the rest of the day. Cook, eat clean, sleep. But it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to enjoy being in California. I'm trying to, like, go to the beach, hang out with friends, be with family, not just eat. But that's what I have to do if I want to keep making progress. Like today, I had a banana protein powders, collagen powder. Collagen's technically protein. But yeah, smoothie for breakfast, got like 30 grams of protein. Had a double cheeseburger for lunch. And, like, now I'm kind of lazy to do it, but I'm going to cook some hamburgers. And then not only do you have to like cook them, but you gotta eat them. It's like you don't always feel like eating all the food. Like in general, I have a really big appetite, but not always. But the thing is, if I want to make progress, it doesn't matter what my appetite's like. Now, at the same time, I do try to listen to my body. So if it's like I usually have a really big appetite, but right now it's pretty small, I don't try to push it too much because I think my body is dealing with some other stuff. About a month and a half or two ago, I got kind of sick with, I think, the common cold again, but I decided not to take any medications. I was fine, like I still did everything like normal. My legs hurt a lot, I was really tired, but it killed my appetite, and I still haven't regained that appetite. So I think my body's likely cleaning up viral particles and damaged cells, and it's certainly still dealing with some blockade of the ACE. They like to call them ACE receptors. ACE2. It's an enzyme, angiotensin converting enzyme 2. And when that is blocked, you get a buildup of angiotensin 2. Yeah. Brain's also still a little bit impaired, plus I haven't ate much and tired from. Yeah, speaking of high blood pressure, like last night, I'm laying in bed and had not a killer headache, but a pretty bad headache, pretty high pulse, and decently high blood pressure. It was like, I measured it before I went to bed. It's like 135/85. It's like, that's not sky high, but that's pretty damn high for sitting in this chair not doing anything. So I ended up taking 20 milligrams of propranolol. You may go, why not nebivolol? I've actually been taking nebivolol lately, but propranolol I find is a more powerful broad spectrum thing. So yeah, I took that. At first it didn't seem to work that well, but then like an hour later I felt so much better. Wiped out all the overstimulation I had, the headache, the pounding in my chest. Yeah, so glad I took it. So yeah, the body can have other stuff it has to deal with, so I'm not going to try to force myself too much, and I know I got a bit off topic, but the point is, in general, when you're not cleaning up viral particles from your body, and those viral particles have been shown to stick around for up to 9 months. Big reason why I normally just blast myself with medications as soon as I get that common cold. But yeah, in general, you gotta really eat a ton of food and water. If you're not, you're bottlenecking your training capacity, because you're not going to recover, which means you can't train again. You try to train again, you're going to get injured. Yeah, you just cannot keep up with things if you don't eat enough.